Everyone, हेलो 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 ओ बहुत लाउड है हेलो
हरि ओम। सावन में झूला झूले नंद लाला, सावन में झूला झूले नंद लाला। कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हो। मैंने बिंदिया सजाई रे कृष्ण नाम की, मैंने बिंदिया सजाई रे कृष्ण नाम की। मैंने मेहंदी रचाई रे कृष्ण नाम की। मेरी चूड़ियों में कृष्ण, मेरी चुनरी में कृष्ण, मेरी चूड़ियों में कृष्ण, मेरी चुनरी में कृष्ण। मैंने नथनी गढ़ाई रे कृष्ण नाम की, मैंने नथनी गढ़ाई रे कृष्ण। अब छाया है कृष्ण अंग अंग में, कृष्ण कृष्ण। अब छाया है कृष्ण अंग अंग में, मेरा तन मन रंगा है कृष्ण रंग में, मेरा तन मन रंगा है कृष्ण रंग में। मेरा जीवन है कृष्ण, मेरा प्रीतम है कृष्ण, मेरा जीवन है कृष्ण, मेरा प्रीतम है। मैंने माला बनाई रे कृष्ण नाम की, मैंने माला बनाई रे कृष्ण नाम की। मेरे नैनों में गोकुल वृंदावन, मेरे प्राणों में मोहन मन भावन, मेरे प्राणों में मोहन मन भावन। मेरे होठों पे कृष्ण, मेरे हृदय में कृष्ण, होठों पे कृष्ण मेरे हृदय। मैंने माला बनाई रे कृष्ण नाम की, मैंने माला बनाई रे कृष्ण नाम की। कृष्ण 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 जय जय कृष्ण। राधे श्री राधे 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 जय जय राधे 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 जय जय राधे। श्री राधे।
Bring it down a bit. Hey Govinda, hey Gopal, hey Govinda, रखो शरण अब तो जीवन हारे। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद रखो शरण कान डूबन लागे, नाक कान डूबन लागे, कृष्ण को उभारे हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद रघु शरण अब तो जीवन हारे हे गोविंद। द्वारिका में शब्द गयो, द्वारिका में शब्द गयो, शोर भयो दुबारे, शंख चक्र गदा पद्म, शंख चक्र गदा पद्म, गरुड़ लई पधारे हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद। सूर कहे श्याम सुनो, सूर कहे श्याम सुनो, शरण हूँ तिहारे, अब की पार पार करो, अब की पार पार करो, नंद के दुलारे हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद रघु शरण अब तो जीवन हारे हे गोविंद हे गोविंद हे गोविंद।
शाबाश शाबाश शाबाश, बहुत अच्छा बहुत अच्छा।
जय
Reverend Vyasji Gurudev, brothers and sisters, this morning you have had a treat there with Hashil being here, and earlier you listened to my granddaughter Archana. So you're preparing now for Bhagvat Katha. This Bhagvat Katha, every year we listen to it, we say, this is the best. Next year we say the same thing. But to my mind, as Baba gets older, the knowledge is flowing in so many different ways that the smallest child can enjoy this Katha. And we must make full uses of these opportunity. When it comes once a year. And whenever the time is given to us, we must make use of it. Because as he often saying, Kya bharosa is zindagi ka. We see so many things happening to people, young, old, middle age. And yet sometimes we will say in Guyanese language that our eyes are not clean. But when we come here, here's an opportunity to help us to build that road that will take us to freedom in our life. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Vyasji. Prem se bolo Sri Krishna Chanda Bhagavan ki jai.
Page 22. Om Yanmandalang Diptikarang Vishalam Pratang Prabhante Brahmanadi Rupam. That is the Dukh चैकारणञ्च पुनातु मां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं यन्मण्डलं देवगणैः सुपूजितं विप्रैस्तुतं पावनमुक्तिकोविदं तं देवदेवं प्रणमामि सूर्यं पुनातु मां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं यन्मण्डलं ज्ञानघनं द्वगम्यं त्रैलोक्यपूजं त्रिगुणात्मरूपम् समस्ततेजो मय दिव्यरूपं पुनातु मां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं यन्मण्डलं गूढमतिप्रबोधं धर्मस्य वृद्धिं कुरुते जनानां यत्सर्वपाप क्षयकारणञ्च पुनातु मां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ मैत्रेयाय नमः स्वाहा ॐ रवये नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ सूर्याय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ भानवे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ खगाय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ पूष्णे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ मरीचाय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ आदित्याय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ सवित्रे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ अर्काय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ भास्कराय नमः ॐ बंशी विभूषितकरान् नवनीरदाभात् पीताम्बरात् अरुणबिम्बफलाधरोष्ठात्. Look at the translation and then you can appreciate the prayer board. We are asking that we are meditating upon that beautiful form of Krishna, whose lips are like the bimba fruit. That Bhagwan who is the Vanidadabha, Pitambara, who wear the yellow clothes. Pune Nusundara Mukhat Arabinda Netrat Krishnat Param Kimapitat Tvamaham Najanem Krishnat Vadiyara Parapang Kajapanjarante Advaeva me Vishatumanasaраjahansa Prana Prayana Samaye Kafavata Pittaye Kanthavaro Dharavidho Smaranam Kutaste.
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Radhe Govinda.
सब कोई भाव से गाइए.
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Radhe Govinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna
हेतवे
विष्णोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे
तापत्रय विनाशाय
तापत्रयविनाशाय
श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः
श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राधे गोविन्दा हरे राम राधे गोविन्दा
हरे राम राधे करारविन्दे न पदारविन्दम् मुखारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तम् वतस्य पत्रस्य पुटे शयानं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि
श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
We pray to Bhagwan on this beautiful morning where a gentle breeze is blowing, reminding us about His graciousness. And let us absorb His grace today and let us talk to Him through the music of the flute, through your own meditation. We are all here for one thing only, to try to communicate to Bhagwan. That's what we're here for. Sri Krishna Govind
हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
Sri Krishna I remember fondly how Mr. Lodhia and Mrs. Lodhia used to come here in the mornings. Mrs. Kanani. So many of them used to come and sit at the edge here and enjoy the Damodar Stotra. I still remember that. I hope wherever they are, I hope they come, the Jivatma is attending this Katha here today so they can absorb some of the energy. Sri Krishna Govind Hare Murare
नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
Jive Pivasvat Petameta Deva Govinda Damodar
माधवे श्री
come here and play the flute for us in the morning sometime or evening. Such beautiful flute too. Vikretu kama khila gopakalya murari भवनिधि तरय न कोई जो बेरंची शंकर सम होए. At the beginning of my book.
वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
गुरु बिना भवनिधि तरय न कोई.
गुरु बिन वन दीदी तरे न कोई
जव बेरंची शंकर सम होए.
जो वीरंची शंकर सम होई
ओम नमो भगवते
वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
Let us say the Bhagvat Gayatri. Om
भगवते तुभ्यं वासुदेवाय धीमहि प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय नमः शङ्कर्षणाय च.
Om Sri Krishna Govind.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
Sri Krishna Govinda
हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
Parikshitvat aho adya vayam brahman satya seva chatabaldava krityatithe rupena bhavat bhestita kakita.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
बोलो.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
येषां संसारात् पुंसा सद्या शुल्यन्ति वै क्रिया किं पुनर्दर्शनं स्पर्शा तादृशौ च सदा दिवे.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
सान्निध्याते महायोगिन् पातकानि महान्त्यपि सद्यो नश्यन्ति वै पुंसां विष्णोरेव सुरतेतरा.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
परीक्षित ने कहा, हे ब्रह्म स्वरूप भगवान आज हम बड़भागी हुए क्योंकि अपराधी क्षत्रिय होने पर भी हमें संत समागम का अधिकारी समझा गया. Raja Parikshit, who was cursed that he was going to die within 7 days, went to the banks of the Ganga, gave up the kingdom to his son Janmejai, and went to the banks of the Ganga to do tapasya for 7 days. Unknowingly to him, when he went to the banks of the Ganga, so many sadhus and sants were there. And among all those sadhus and sants, in came who? Yang pravajantamanupeta krityam. You all know, it's in your book. If you look at it, you who came to him at that time when he was sitting there? Om yang pravajantamanupeta krityam. Dvaipayano biraha Katha ajuhavam putreti tanmayataya abhinadavetum sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosme. Who came to him? Sri Sukadevji Maharaj. Sri Sukadevji, who was tall, no clothes, avadhut, long hair, beautiful eyes. What kind of avadhut he was? He was untouched. You remember yesterday I told you in the, where's the stotra? The Pratasmarami. I had it somewhere here. In the Pratasmarami stotra, which is now gone somewhere. I don't know where it has gone, but some rat must have taken it or something like that. Pratasmarami hridasan sfuratma tattvam satchit sukham paramahansagatim turiyam. That Sri Sukadevji was in that state, the Turiya state. Remember I told you about that? How many times? I haven't got only, there are 3 slokas, I'm only on part of one yet. He is in that state of Turiya. Turiya means, you remember that Om I showed you yesterday? That Om has the 3 states of consciousness: awaking, deep sleep, and dreaming. And it's all at a junction. They're all interconnected. So you can sleep, you can dream, you can get up, you can go to the bathroom, come back, dream again, sleep again. All interconnected. But when you have got to this part, what it says, Satchit Sukham Paramahans Gatim. Gatim in Sanskrit means go. Paramahans means that royal swan. That when you concentrate on the Lord, meditate. When you're listening to the flute this morning, when you were singing the song for Gajendra Books, your mind would be in a different place or at once. If you're really concentrating on the singing this morning and the playing of the flute, it takes you beyond your mind. When you go into beyond your mind, then you get to the state of Turiya. There's no connection between the mind and Turiya. You have to go, I told you again last night, and I know it's difficult. So I want to tell you again, you go beyond the mind to that state of Turiya, that state of super consciousness. And when you do that, you know what? You become a witness to what is going on. When you are in that constant state of Turiya, you are no longer part of this sansara. Am I getting it over? No? You're not getting it? Oh, you got it. So when you're in a state of Turiya, you have no connection with the mind. That person becomes a witness to what is going on in the world. That is Sri Sukadevji. He can witness what is going on in the world. He is away from the world. When he was walking, some celestial ladies were having a bath in the Yamuna. He walked, and they were without clothes, and they were bathing. He walked, and when he was walking, they did not bother. The maidens didn't bother at all, because they know he had no vasanas in him. He was above the mind, so they didn't worry. His father was coming from behind, and when they saw his father, they all ran for the clothes to put on their clothes. So Vyasa said to them, I am such an old man. My young, handsome son was walking, and you all did not even bat an eyelid. And when I came along, you all put on all your clothes, etc. They told him, because they were celestial beings, they told him, your son has no desire, no vasana, but you do still have desire. Old goat. So he said that because of that, so Sri Sukdev Ji, please remember this today, he is in the state of Turiya, the state of super consciousness. You know who else was in that state that it was happening recently? Not recently, but we read about Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He was in that state of Turiya. And when he was in that state of Turiya, and people call the name of Kali, he will go into Samadhi. Have you all read his story? You must read his book, Gospel according to Sri Ramakrishna. He'll go into Samadhi. And when Vivekananda went to lecture in Chicago, when he was lecturing, he could see Ramakrishna in front of him. He said that. I could see my guru in front of me, who gave me the vocabulary, who gave me the energy to speak. It did not come from me. That is why this chaupai is so important. The chaupai is so important. Guru Benata. आप लोग क्या करें? गाइए.
गुरु बिन भवनिधि तरहि न कोई, जो विरंचि शंकर सम होई.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
और आज कृपा पूर्वक अतिथि रूप से पधार कर आपने हमें तीर्थ के तुल्य पवित्र बना दिया. By your coming to my home, by in His presence here today, you have made this place pure. When a revered sadhu comes to your home, when a revered Brahmin comes to your home, not Brahmin only, a revered individual comes to your home, who has done all this tapasya, you must know that your house is blessed that day. And you know how you know them? They don't run to go to people's home. You have to ask them to come, and they will say, they can get. They will not come. But those who run to come, it's a different story. Oh, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari.
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा.
आप जैसे महात्माओं के स्मरण मात्र से ही गृहस्थों के घर तत्काल पवित्र हो जाते हैं. फिर दर्शन, स्पर्श, पार प्रक्षालन और आसन दानादि का सुअवसर मिलने पर तो कहना ही क्या है. When such great saints come to my place, not only darshan, I get to para prakshalanam, I get to wash their feet, I get to do mala upon them, I do gandharm upon them, I do all these good things upon them, because what? A saint has come to my home. And how you know it's a saint? Because you know when he leaves that home, he brings the light with him. And when he goes, The light also goes. Guru ji ke charanon mein शीस झुका दो.
गुरु जी के चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ. गुरु जी के चरणों में
शीश को झुकाओ.
जन्म जन्म के भाग्य बता दो. गुरु जी के चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ.
हे महायोगिन, जैसे भगवान विष्णु के सामने दैत्य लोग नहीं धरते, वैसे ही आपकी सतरी में बड़े बड़े पाप भी तुरंत नष्ट हो जाता है. अवश्य ही पांडवों के सुहृद भगवान श्री कृष्ण का मुझ पर अत्यंत प्रसन्न है और उन्होंने अपने फुफेरे भाइयों की प्रसन्नता के लिए और उन्हीं के कुल में उत्पन्न हुए मेरे साथ भी अपने पन पाकर व्यवहार किया है. भगवान श्री कृष्ण की कृपा न होती तो आप सरीखे एकांत बनने वाले अव्यक्त गति परम सिद्ध पुरुष स्वयं पधार कर इस मृत्यु के समय हम जैसे प्राकृत मनुष्यों को क्यों दर्शन देते. I was so lucky to be born in the lineage of the Pandavas. I was so lucky that they were friends of Bhagwan Krishna. And because of Bhagwan Krishna, I have been saved. And I am here today. And because of them, I am more than lucky to have you come to this time when death is staring me in my face. You know how you know a spiritual person? A real spiritual person? They tell you, you know, on so and so time, I am going to give up my life. Swami Vivekananda, age 38, told his Guru Bhai that, look, I'm going to this room, but I'm not coming out back. I'm not coming out back again. Quite healthy, quite conscious. A yogi gives up his life in all consciousness. You got it? He does not suffer for anything. He gives up his life. And so, this Raja Parikshit is telling Sri Sukhdev Ji, now that you have come, I can give up my life like that at the end of these 7 days. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Happy me Bhagavan Prita Krishna Pado Sotpriya Yaitashvaya Sari Priya Tadgado Daya Gandava.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Anyatha Devyak Kande Darshanam Nakatham Jara Nitaram Priyamananam Sansiddhasya Pati.
Bolo Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
आप योगियों के परम गुरु है. You are the gurus of all the yogis. और मैं आपसे परम सिद्ध का स्वरूप और साधन के संबंध में प्रसन्न कर रहा हूँ. And I will be always happy in your company. जो पुरुष सर्वथा मरणासन है उसको क्या करना चाहिए? When a person is about to die, when that person knows that he is going to die, what should he do? So many of us, we see, we have all seen this, where people are dying. Some are conscious, some are not conscious. Some know that they are dying. So what should they do? हे भगवान, साथ ही यह भी बतलाइए कि मनुष्य मात्र को क्या करना चाहिए? वे किसका श्रवण, किसका जप और किसका स्मरण और किसका भजन करे तथा किसका त्याग करे? At the time of death, what should he remember? You know, Gita, in Gita, the beautiful shloka tells us that if you call the name of the Lord at the time of death, you will what? You'll go beyond, you will not be born again. Unfortunately, at the time of death, those who are sansari, what did I tell you last? I think I can't remember when. If you look towards the sansar, you get into you develop more vasanas. And if you look towards the inside where the Lord is, you develop more bhavana. So let us, as we are getting older and older, let us cut out the vasanas and let us try to get bhavana. And when we get the bhavana to Prabhu, then what? Prabhu ji mere aavo, Prabhu ji mere aavo, Prabhu ji mere aavo.
प्रभु जी मेरे आओ, प्रभु जी मेरे आओ, प्रभु जी मेरे आओ। भजरे गोविंद, भजरे गोविंद, भजरे गोविंदम।
Page 70 in the books.
ये दुनिया है
70.
प्रभु की माया, भजरे गोविंदम।
Prabhu ji mere aavo, Prabhu ji mere aavo,
प्रभु जी मेरे आओ।
Bhajale Govind, Bhajale Govind, Bhajale Govindam. ये दुनिया है प्रभु की माया, भजले गोविंदम।
ओ भजले गोविंद, भजले गोविंद, भजले गोविंदम। ये दुनिया है प्रभु की माया, भजले गोविंदम।
ये दुनिया है प्रभु की माया, चारों ओर मेरा भय उदासी।
चारों ओर भय उदासी।
अखियाँ हरि दर्शन के प्यासी।
अखियाँ हरि दर्शन की प्यासी।
आँख प्यास
बुझाओ रे आओ, अब आओ प्रभु जी मेरे आओ। भजले गोविंद, भजले गोविंद, भजले गोविंदम। ये दुनिया है प्रभु की माया, भजले गोविंदम।
प्रभु जी मेरे आओ,
ओ प्रभु जी मेरे आओ, प्रभु जी मेरे आओ, प्रभु जी मेरे आओ।
बेनती तेरा प्रभु कोई न जाने।
विनती तेरा प्रभु कोई न जाने।
It is said to pray to you, Lord. Who knows how to pray to you? बेनती तेरा प्रभु कोई न जाने।
विनती तेरी प्रभु कोई न जाने।
प्रभु तुझे प्रभु कोई न माने।
प्रभु तुझे प्रभु कोई न जाने।
आँख मुरलिया बजाओ जी आओ, अब आओ
प्रभु जी मेरे आओ। भजले गोविंद, ये दुनिया है प्रभु की माया भजले गोविंदम
Bhajale Govind, Bhajale Govind, Bhajale Govindam. Ye duniya hai Prabhu ki maya, Bhajale Govindam.
भजले गोविंद भजले गोविंद भजले गोविंदम ये दुनिया है प्रभु की माया भजले गोविंदम भजले
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
We all know the meaning of the word Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I've been killing it for the last since I don't know when. Everybody know the meaning of it? I want Satya, you know the meaning of it? Well, you don't come, so you lose out. What's the meaning of it? How we you hear it Sunday, you hear it Sunday morning, Sunday night, yesterday. You don't know the meaning? Your hearing is good though. You're here. You're here? Okay. All right. What's the meaning of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, sir? Is the first day you're coming? Is it the first day you're coming to the Katha? You came yesterday? You came last night? Did I explain it last night? I didn't explain it. Krishna, tell us what's the meaning of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You're a dean, you're a professor, you're a mathematician, you're a kind of big academic title you got. Tell them, let them hear. Expound upon them as if you're in front of a class of people who don't know what you do not know, and they think that you know everything. You know how it is. So what's the meaning of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya? Huh? What's that? Imagine, I used to sit down there, I'm bawling my throat out, and people don't absorb by the boat. Should I continue this reading?
He's always with the right answer.
Okay. Om, everybody know what Om is? I explained Om yesterday to you all. The three state of consciousness, and then you go beyond that, the supreme sound. Om comes from the Vishuddha Shakti. Vishuddha Shakti, Vishuddha, that Shakti, what is it? Chakra. And that represents space. And when it represents space, this is the sound Om. That is why when Om is being said, it's the closest thing to the supreme. Because the other chakras are all for the Panchbhut. Like the Muladhara chakra, which is earth, then this Swadhisthana, which is water, the Manipur, which is heat, the Anahat, which is air, which is the lungs. You see how the rishis have it? The lowest chakra represents the earth and all the sensuousness that goes with the earth, Muladhara. And they are specific mantra for these. And the mantra for Muladhara, anybody knows what it is? Lam. Correct. Second chakra is the Swadhisthana, and the mantra for that is what? Bam. Correct. The next chakra is the Manipur chakra, and the mantra for that is Ram or Yam. And the next chakra, which is the Anahat chakra, is Yam. And the Vishuddha chakra is. So these are all this mantra. You know, when you read the Durga Path, when you read the Kunjika Stotra, how do you go? Om Yang Tam Pam Sam, and all those things, they are all mantras to awaken up your chakra. They are not just written there just like that. I would like you all to understand that. When you read the Siddhi Kunjika Stotram, when you read this Hanuman, what do you call it? Bajrang Ban. When you read Bajrang Ban of Hanumanji, you go Om, Hum, 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 etc. Om, and all these sound, they are meant to awaken the energy in our body. Please do not think it is just a waste song, and because the author has nothing else to do. So this is what it means. I hear Sri Sukhdevji is asking Raja Parikshit is asking Sri Sukhdevji, Kis ka jap, what kind of jap should I do? And what kind of jap you should do? You should sit straight, concentrate. It is not going to happen on day one. Some of us have been doing jap for the last 40 years and our mind is still not what? Still not that clean. We are still affected by the outside world. Because what we don't have? Niramala mala jala so mohi pawa. Niramala mala
jala so mohi pawa.
Mohi kapata jala chirana pawa.
Mohi kapata jala chirana pawa.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Why do we do puja every morning or meditation or talk to God every morning? You know why? Because when that time comes, when that ultimate come, you will remember to do it. But if you don't do this puja, if you don't do any japa, if you don't do any meditation, and you think that you will remember God at the time when the ultimate time comes, you are not going to. Definitely you're not going to. You go, what my grandchild will do without me? Right, Betty? What my grandchild will do without me, because I take him to school, I bring him up to school, and when the grandchild grow up, you think they care about you? Forget about you. Oh, jiska kiska jap, kiska smaran, or kiska bhajan kare. Who should I remember? Smaran. You remember I told you that's, I can't remember when, that Smaran is the best of all the 9 parts of devotion. Smaran is the best. Smaran means remember. You can't want to pray to the Lord for half an hour, and for 23 and a half hours you are wicked. It wouldn't work. It'll what? All the good that you do in the half an hour just goes. So that is why if you do Smaran, Radhe Radhe, Sri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe, whatever it is, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai, whatever it is, in your mind, have that Smaran all the time. You're driving, you're walking, you're going to work, you're at work, whatever it is, keep that Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
किसका भजन करे तथा किसका त्याग करे? What should you give up? किसका त्याग करे? What you should give up? What should I give up? All the desires. The desires for the material things. But I must have desire for who? I must have desire for Bhagwan. When that times come, give up the desires for material things. You work all your life. You will never be a millionaire. You will never be a billionaire. You think the last few months you'll do it? No, it won't be done. we give up all these things. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
हे भगवत स्वरूप मुनिवर, आपका दर्शन अत्यंत दुर्लभ है. It's difficult to have your darshan. To have the darshan of a saint, to have the darshan of a sadhu person, very difficult. Not easy. You have to do so much of tapasya before you can get it. क्योंकि जितनी देर एक गाय दुही जाती है गृहस्थों के घर पर, उतनी देर भी तो आप नहीं ठहरते. The amount of time it takes to milk a cow, you don't stay longer than that in someone's place. You go to someone's place, you ask for some food, you get no food, you go to the next place. You ask for food, you get no food, you go to the third place. You ask for food, you get no food, you go to the fourth place. Ask for food, you get no food. What do? You go home. And what do you say? Tathastu. Today I am going to fast. Bhagwan means that I should fast. But the one who goes to the fifth home, or the sixth home, or the seventh home, and quarrel when you bring the rice to him, and the rice is not good, and he quarrels with you. What kind of rice are you giving me? Don't you see this? Don't you all see this? You know, when our pundits go out, not pundit boys, the other pundits them. When they go out. I've seen this. People always like to give them towel. If they get nothing else, they get a towel. And you are, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath
Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Sri Krishna
Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana.
श्री सुखदेव जी ने कहा कि हे परीक्षित, तुम्हारा लोकहित के लिए किया हुआ यह प्रश्न बहुत ही उत्तम है. Your question बहुत उत्तम is very, very, very important. This question, what should we do when the end is about to come? Very important. You know, Lord is kind to us because He allows us to think, I will never die. He allows you to think that. You see, so many people die in front of you. Look, so many people have accidents every day on the road. What do you feel? I will never have an accident. Accident? I will never have an accident. That gives you the himmat. That gives you the courage to go forth. Because if you are thinking only when death is going to come, when death is going to come, when death is going to come, you are not going to do anything. But because He is kind to us and He allows us to think that, you know what, you are not going to die, you are not going to get an accident, all this will pass away. This takes away our grief from time to time. You know, your father dies, your mother dies, you grieve, you grieve, you grieve, and then the grief becomes less and less and less because of His mercy. You're not in this world to have a race. You are here in this world to have a G in front of the race. It's called grace. Krishna, you got that? So tomorrow, if I ask you race and grace, that is so easy. Any, without saying the word, we'll know, can do anything. Anyhow, So here, परीक्षित तुम्हारा लोक हित के लिए किया हुआ यह प्रश्न बहुत उत्तम है। हम तुम्हारे हैं प्रभु जी, हम तुम्हारा है, हम तुम्हारे रहेंगे ओ मेरे प्रियतम। Cover the book, in the book or the cover, inside cover.
तुम्हारे हैं प्रभु जी, हम तुम्हारे हैं, हम तुम्हारे रहेंगे ओ मेरे प्रियतम।
हम तुम्हारे थे प्रभु, inside cover, the cover, inside cover, you all got it? हम तुम्हारे थे प्रभु जी, हम तुम्हारे हैं, हम तुम्हारे रहेंगे ओ मेरे प्रियतम।
हम तुम्हारे थे प्रभु जी, हम तुम्हारे
मनुष्यों के लिए जितने भी बातें सुने, स्मरण करने या कीर्तन करने की, उस सब में यह श्रेष्ठ है। कीर्तन, कीर्तन and स्मरण। So Satya ji, where did Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare come from? What's the origin of it? Satya ji, are you there, Satya? Up. Suna ki nahi suna? What's the origin of Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare? What's the origin of it? श्याम की ओर देख रहे हैं? श्याम, ओ कृष्णा, what a do some guy. Were you not here last night? Were you here last night?
Yeah,
Oh, Bo's picking up for you all the time. You know that. He said you weren't here last night. All right, who was here last night? You were here last night. So where did you come from? Huh?
from
What?
Vedas. From the Vedas.
For the Vedas. Oh, you were here, but you didn't. You were here, but you did not hear. You were H-E-R-E, but you did not H-E-A-R. English is a beautiful language, eh? You can say here and here. Ah, from the Upanishad, right? Which Upanishad? Satya would like to know. Kali Santarna Upanishad. And who gave this mantra? Brahmaji gave it to Narad. Very good. You can become a Pandit now. You're qualified. Brahmaji told Narad. Narad went to Brahmaji and asked Brahmaji that in Kali Yuga so many different things happen. What is there? What is the Maha mantra what mantra you can give to people? Then in Kali Santarana Upanishad, Kali means that obstacles and etc. Santarana, to cross over those obstacles. He gave him this mantra: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. समझ गए अब? हाँ, भूलो मत. So here मनुष्यों के लिए जितने भी बातें सुने like Katha. Katha, the reverse of Katha is
Thak.
Thaka. Thaka means Krishna. मैं थक गया हूँ. What thak means? That much you should know. Tired. Let's give a big cheer. Eh? Padiboj, a very educated guy. Thaka means tired, and the reverse of it is Katha. So, Sri Sukdev ji is telling Raja Parikshit, listen to Katha. Because Katha of itself will give you peace and joy. To listen to the glories of Bhagavad Krishna. Can you sing one line of? Can you sing one verse of that song Gajendra Moksha sang this morning?
Hey Govinda, hey Govinda.
One verse.
Hey Govinda, hey Gopal.
Gajendra was being pulled by the alligator. No one can save him. And he decided he must turn to the Lord.
तो जीवन हारे हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे गोविंद रघु शरण अब तो जीवन हारे हे गोविंद नीर पीवन है तू गयो सिंधु के किनारे सिंधु बीच बसत ग्रह चरण धरि बचारे हे गोविंद
No flute? Oh, you do play the flute. What a beautiful voice. Your mother say you won't be here after today? Huh?
No.
Where are you going? Montreal? You will never have that happiness when you get here. So I won't bother your mother. I will stay here. आत्मज्ञानी महापुरुष ऐसे प्रश्न का बड़ा आदर करते हैं. And so Raja Parikshit is telling, Sri Sukadevji is telling Raja Parikshit, what a blessing you are by asking these questions. So I can answer them and man can be liberated. I want to bring you up to the Pratasparami. I hope you have the copy. Pratasparami
Pratasmarami
Hridi Sansfuratmatattvam
Hridi Sansfuratmatattvam
Satchit Sukham
Satchit Sukham
Paramahans
Paramaham
Gatim Turiyam
Gatim Turiyam
Yat Swapna Jagara
Yat Swapna Jagra
Sushupti Vaiti Nityam
Sushupti Mavaiti Nityam
Tad Brahma Nishkalam
Tat Brahma Nishkalam
Aham Nacha Bhuta Sangha.
Aham Nacha Bhuta Sangha.
So Pratasparami, at dawn when I wake up, Hridi Sansfuratmatattvam, I explain all that to you. Concentrate on the heart where that light will come. And that dawn, I'm telling you, has so many meanings to it. I won't go through that again. I told you about Sat Chita Sukham, which is Sat Chit Anand. And when I have that bliss, Paramahans, and when the swan will take me, Gatim Turiyam, to that fourth stage. And when I go to that fourth stage, I will look upon this world as this is his morning prayer by Adi Jagat Guru Sankaracharya. When I go to that fourth stage, I would look upon this world as a witness. Because when you look upon the world as a witness and you are not involved with the world, you can make better judgment, you can perform better action, because then there is no nepotism. Nepotism? You got it? Nepotism? No favoritism, no bias. You come to the Vishnu temple, there's so much bias going on. If I know you, you go up in front. If I don't know you, stay at the back. Bias. So I have not reached there yet. When I reach there, then I won't care. If the money man come or the pauper come, same treatment. But for the time being, I am not there yet. So this is what happens. Unfortunately, the guy who gave the money, he wants me to put him in front too. So I have a problem there. If I even don't want to put him in front, he wants me to put him in front. Otherwise, I won't get a check again. At the temple car flow, and this tent alone cost $10,000. Where we get money for it? So I got to put the guys up. That's a sidebar. Paramahans Gatim Turiyam. And so when I can watch as a witness, I can perform better. That is why surgeons do not operate on their relatives. Kith and kin. They're close relative. Maybe they would like to operate on a few of them to bomb them out, but usually, if they're very dear to them, they would not operate on them, because then the judgment. Let us say a surgeon is operating on a relative and there's lots of bleeding. He'll panic. Usually. Not always, usually. So this Turiya state is so important for us to reach, where we become a witness. This prayer is very important. Yat swapna jagar suship tamay vaiti nityam. And this waking, sleep, and dream stage, you are a witness to this. Always you are a witness to this. Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham When you reach that stage, there's no difference of time, there's no difference of space, there's no difference of age. For you, everything is one. So it's a beautiful prayer. I'll deal with it again tonight in a little more detail. But as the time is going, we are, what's the time? 11:25. हो गया? 5 minutes bus. So we pray and we ask. This morning, I want to remind you, Raja Parikshit is saying that he's going to die and what he should do. And this is very important for all of us. You should do sadhana, you should do bhajan, you should do kirtan, you should do japa. But you can't wait until death comes to do it. This is my message. You can't wait until death comes to do it. You should do it constantly. So when the time comes, you will remember to do it. Alright? It's very important. And when you do that, when you do that every day, but you just can't do it with your lips only. You have to do it with your inside. You have to get rid of vasana and develop what? Bhavana. When you get rid of vasana and you develop bhavana to the, and then you Prabhuji mere aao, Prabhuji mere aao. There's all these beautiful things. You get closer and closer to God. The whole idea of this Katha is to not to teach you all anything. You all know everything already. It's just to remind you. To remind you what you should do. To endorse what you are doing. And to make your, hopefully, make your faith stronger. And when you make your faith stronger, then you will see how many mountains you will move with your faith. So many things I've seen which seem so impossible in life. So impossible. I'm telling my experience. So impossible that it has become possible. And it is because not of the race, but because of the grace. And I told you about the different Ram, Lam, Yam, Sham and so forth. It's very important for you to know. I told you about Hare Krishna, where it came from. For those people who don't attend usually, to remember all those things. And I told you about the Turiya state, which is important for us to know. Shri Radhe Gobind Bhajaman Shri Radhe
Radhe Shri Radhe Govind Bhajaman Shri Radhe
Shri Radhe Jai Jai Radhe
Radhe Shri Radhe Jai Jai Radhe
Bolo Shri Radhe Gobind Bhajaman Shri Radhe
Radhe Shri Radhe Govind Bhajaman Shri Radhe
Hare Vrindavan
Radhe Radhe
Vrindavan
Radhe Radhe
Nandagaon
Radhe Radhe
Nandagaon
Radhe Radhe
Balsane pe
Radhe Radhe
Balsane pe
Radhe Radhe
Balsane pe
Radhe Radhe
Bhagvat Katha mein
Radhe Radhe
Bhagvat Katha mein
Radhe Radhe
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 Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe
वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की सद्गुरु देव की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव।
Prem Savalo Krishna Kanhaya Lal ki jai. You know, in every profession there's you go for updates, refreshers course. The only profession you don't do that as a pandit. You don't have to, you know. So what we are having here is a refreshers course once a year for our spiritual growth, so that we may become much more advanced and work towards that goal. What a wonderful Katha, coupled with music and chanting to the Lord. Today's prasad is sponsored by Deepak Bhai and also Auntie Ramkali. She was a devotee. She's still alive, but she does not come to the temple because of COVID and she's a bit old. She have donated $500 to this Katha and another $500 for the yajna to buy stuff. So we want to wish her a very happy birthday. Today is Auntie Ramkali's birthday. Her sister used to come to Jagday, and so many other the old folks from our temple. Some have gone to the great beyond, and some are still alive, but yet they cannot be here. So we want to ask God to bless them through this Katha, that they, wherever they are, they must enjoy the blessings of this Katha. I see Sister Betty here. She's not an old folk, but she's visiting now. She's not a permanent resident of Canada, so whenever she comes, she's a guest. So we're happy to see you, sis. You're here to join with us in this puja, and each and every one of you who are here, please enjoy your prasad and come back this afternoon. Hanuman puja will start at about 6 o'clock, 5:45 we'll do the Bedi puja, and then we come out here for puja and Katha. And the Katha continues until Sunday. But I want to make an announcement, because some of you, like Krishna, doesn't come at night. So he has to know that on August 26th will be Baba's birthday, and we should all come out and celebrate with him, because we would like to celebrate many, every year is a special year. Next year will be 30 years for this Katha, and we hope to make it as big as we can so that we can enjoy it. So remember, August 26th, it's a Friday evening, we'll have a program in honor of Baba's birthday. So we'll stand for Aarti now. Please stand. Bhagvat Katha sabko pyara pyara.
भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा,
Bhagavad Katha हमको प्यारा प्यारा.
भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा,
धुंधुकारी एक प्रेत महाखल. धुंधुकारी एक प्रेत महाखल. इसी कथा से हो गए पारा प्यारा.
भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा,
भगवत कथा हमको प्यारा.
प्यारा, भगवत कथा हमको प्यारा.
गुरु सभा में द्रौपदी रोए. गुरु सभा में द्रौपदी. कृष्ण ही कृष्ण पुकारा यारा.
भगवत कथा
हमको
प्यारा,
भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा
प्यारा, भगवत कथा हमको प्यारा.
अजामिल महायक पापी. अजामिल महायक पापी. नारायण नाम पुकारा यारा.
भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा, भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा, प्यारा, भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा.
गज कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की सब संतन की जय जय सीताराम। Take your arti, prasad and bhojan. We'll get a handle.
If it is for them.